Oh, what's going on? How we doing? How we doing? We're on the new PC, new screen in 4K. I think I'm streaming at 1440p, but um, we're on the new 4K monitor, 32 inch. It's looking sick. But yeah, let me know. The quality should be pretty good. Shouldn't have really changed. Maybe just these elements are a little bit smaller, but more screen space. Looking crisp. Let's go. Let's get our first trade on the new PC and the new setup. If you go look at my Instagram story, you can see like my setup currently. I got a glass mouse pad. You ever heard of those? I have a giant glass mouse pad. It's insane. I'm gonna check something real quick. Oh, we're chilling, dude. We're eating through streaming in 1440p. We're calculating algorithmic equations. But yeah, look at this drop overnight. It's funny, we dropped right at the close on ES. And then here, we dropped over London session. And here, we just pumped. What are we doing? You need a second monitor? Yeah, we'll get a second one. I have the stand that came in. I was just busy setting everything up all night, and then I was like, I'll just set up the next one. I didn't want to set up all the monitor and everything on the arm until I knew that it was like not faulty. Because when you ship stuff, screens especially, you can get they can break, right? You can get dead pixels, all that. So I want to make sure it was up to par before I kind of did all the cable management and everything. Yeah, pretty much everything's pretty much in. Setup's like halfway complete. I just gotta set up the other monitor. Have an OLED? Yeah. I'll show you which one I got. EG. 32. What was it? UC DM3. No. Why is it? I got this one right here. 32 inch. 4K 2040 hertz. I think with tax it was like 1500. Mac Daddy. But I don't have it on a stand here. I just have the monitor floating on a mount. So I can like turn it and position it wherever. So I got one of those. It's pretty new. Yeah, it's overkill for trading. But like I said, I want to play some GTA 6. We can watch and the funny thing is like the take rate on TradingView is so low. Like look at that. It's just like painting the worst candles ever. It'd be sick if it was like like going up and down, you know? It's so bad, the tick rate. No, I love TradingView for charting. The more I trade on it, the more I'm like, wow. But let's jump into the action. Kind of in this bearish order flow here. Kind of a weird day so far because up, down, sideways, right? So, yeah, we swept out these failure swings. Taking out some daily lows here. Tough week. I mean, Monday opens up. We have a midweek reversal. you know, to the downside. Candle 2 closure here, candle 3 closure here with the SMT. So actually this is not a candle 3, but I'm counting this as a candle 2 because of the SMT. So this would be candle 3. This is candle 3. Personally, I don't really care about YM. I'm kind of just bearish on NQ. I still think we have room to go, especially down to this low on ES. And that would do what? If you go to ES, I have marked out. What is this dotted? What are these lines here? Here and here. What are those? Well, that would fill in the rest of the new week opening gap. Right? We came down, filled some of it in here. Came up. From where we closed, we still have this shaded area. New week opening gap to fill in. Right? So my green candle border color has changed a bit. It's not black. No, it's black. It's just really thin, probably. Black. Border's black. Everything's black except for the green. But yeah, I'm thinking we come down to this new week opening gap, fill that in. I know it kind of looks like, ooh, you know, reversal off the consolidation lows to go higher. I'm playing the downside today, just based on the daily candles formation with the wick form. I think this is high day. I think we continue to sell off here towards -4. Daily profile wise, you have a London reversal. So I'm just looking for continuation. In New York, down. Just gotta be careful. Make sure we haven't swept these lows. Right? And now it wants to reverse. We're just gonna make sure. Wait for our continuation entry. Yeah, but the fact this thing just doing its own thing over here. Straight up. It's hilarious. But obviously off the rip, NQ downside, YM upside, if you're looking for longs. Personally, I'm looking for shorts. What indicator I'm looking for? Kill zones. I don't really use kill zones. I kind of just trade New York session, but I have a session indicator. Asia session, London session. And then I have New York turned off. It's just S&D profile by TFO. Hopefully you guys can still read the text on the screen. I hope it's not too small because I'm on a 4K monitor now. Like, can you guys read this up here? I don't expect you to read this down here. But can you read like the time frame I'm on and also like the numbers up here, so you kind of know what time frame I'm looking at? Even the times down here. Not really. You can see it. A little bit. Yeah, I could do like a watermark. It's kind of annoying. Like here? Not too bad, actually. It's pretty small. Like this. You should make sure your quality's at 1440p. You know? I think the watermark kind of just gets in the way. What GPU? I'm a 5090. We'll try it out for a few streams, and if people are complaining and whatnot, and it's actually a hindrance, then we'll just figure something out. I can also just make this bigger. Like, that's normal. Is that better? I made that bigger top right. Is that better? In Q, 1 hour time frame. Okay. Bet. We'll keep it like that. Normal? Yeah, okay. And then for here, we can make this normal as well. There we go. A little bit bigger. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for the bigger text. Now you can tell what time frame I'm on. Hit the like button for bigger text. Personally, it'd be fun to kind of come up here at 9:30 open and just roll over. Target new low a day. Just want to get on side with where the daily candle's already expanding, right? If we reverse off these failure swings down here, it can do that too. I just need to see some proof. Something really obvious. Otherwise, we're just going to play out the daily candle closure and just trade the body lower, you know? Oh, God. Annoying. There we go. But all in all, I mean, that's my bias. I mean, POIs, we kind of mentioned this imbalance here. Do you guys like it when I kind of do like, oh, first we're going to do bias, and then we're going to do news. And then we're going to do, what? POIs. And then giveaway, right? You know the drill. But for those who are new, this is the order of things. Talk about our bias first. Any news. POIs that I'm seeing that could help us get on side with the move this morning. And then giveaway. That's what we always do. I mean, I write it down so you guys can see it. But in my head, I mean, check it all off anyways. For those who've been on the stream since the beginning, or at least a few months, we've been streaming now every day. We go through these things every morning and just repeat every single day. But news-wise, unemployment claims came out at 8:30. We have a speaker at 10, and then Trump's talking about some coal. Literally. About the coal industry. So, not too worried about anything he has to say this evening. NFP is tomorrow, so like I said, we're just looking for high quality, obvious setups. Not looking to force anything in a midweek reversal week if we're going to play out here. That's what we're looking for. So the 4-hour structure is looking a lot more bearish, a lot more convincing for shorts than it was over here, right? We're kind of just chopping around. But here, we kind of have some nice one-sidedness, right? Not really in a range, kind of just down. So I feel comfortable looking for a short based on the daily candle closure. Yes, ripping. You guys say ripping, and I'm thinking like we're going to see some candles like this, but it's just a little 1-hour candle. Slowly moving. What are y'all watching, the 1 minute? This is a rip to you? We moved 5 handles. We moved 5 handles. Let's see how we open. Maybe a Judas swing up to move lower. Or are we going to reverse off this low. We're in New York now, right? New 7-hour candle. I'm looking at this for high day being put in and really just looking to see, we might just immediate rebalance this range here, then go lower. I mean, it kind of aligns with this hourly imbalance. See that? Balance low right here, balance high. Could come up and go lower. So, I'm not looking to chase any longs in this bearish 1-hour structure. Just looking to get on the side with shorts. But we'll see how 10 o'clock closes. We close with these lows, candle 2, then maybe we do reverse, you know? We'll watch. We got 30 minutes and after the open to kind of figure it out. But I'm loving this extra real estate. Just need a second monitor right here to the left so I can have chat, my stream, OBS, and like Discord. Bitcoin to the grave? Yeah. Look at my alert, my Bitcoin 50K alert. Down. We've been talking about that. To the grave. Bitcoin below 50K soon. Crypto bros in shambles. Oh yeah. MSTR below 100. Got about, what time is it? 8 minutes till the open? What kind of monitor I get? I showed it. Here. Where'd the new site go? This is the old one. The new one's this one. Yeah, this bad boy. Thing's crazy. Gotta go hard, man. Go big or go home. Tell you, most of the stuff I buy, it lasts me for years and years and years. I don't upgrade every year. So usually I just get the best thing out. Best parts, best monitor I can get that fits my needs. And then I just use it for years and years. And then finally, when it's like not working or there's a huge increase in performance, like 5 years from now, then I might, you know, upgrade. Show my new monitor. I'm probably all in on this setup. I'm probably in for like 10 grand. New PC was like 6,800 with tax. The monitor was like 1,500. I got a new keyboard, new mouse pad. A couple monitor mounts were like $400 total ish. So yeah, I'm in for like close to 10 grand. That's 2R, bro. I'm in for 2R. What PC did I get? I got a pre-built from this company. Right here. This is basically what it looks like. Yeah, 5090, 64 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 9, 9950 X3D, 4 terabytes of like SSD storage. That's pretty much it. All this. This is literally what it looks like right now. Pretty cool. And as you can see, it's eating through streaming in 1440p, only using like a quarter of the memory. As I sit here and trade, have Discord open, stream at 1440p, Google Chrome, all that. So, only using 8% of the CPU. The 5090 with that price point is a good find. I'd agree. Yeah, it's not like the Asus like Mac Daddy Astral, you know, whatever one, but it's like the tough gaming uh after like overclocked aftermarket. So it's not the Founders Edition. I think the aftermarket cards, those um those can actually like perform a lot better than those Founder Edition cards, and the cooling's usually better and all that. Honestly, I kind of just expect this. We're in this like broadening formation. Just sweep this high and roll on ES. Do I own any crypto? Yeah, I'm down on it. Unfortunately, which is crazy. I got in this like I own some Bitcoin. Founders Edition cards. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying that usually in general, like those aftermarket cards, once the other companies get their hands on them, kind of just like make them a little bit better performance wise. Squeeze a little bit more juice out of the lemon. All right, we're about to open up here. I mean, we could get a 3-minute entry off this high for sure. It might not want to come down. I mean, this 30-minute swept this high back in the range immediately. Let's watch. We're looking for like a continuation type of entry. I'm not gonna enter right before 9:30, but we want to see this hold right here. Maybe wick and go lower. There's an imbalance here that's got to get through though. So let's watch. We're gonna open in the next 30 seconds. Side by side. So far, it's mixed. Up, down. What's the gap looking like? Is there a gap? Let's see. Where are we going to open? Right here. Big old gap on the day. So, regular trading hours gap. Not looking like reversal at all. It's looking like continuation to the downside. We get in sync here after this whole run up. We could definitely dump. Just want to let it get volatile for a bit. And then we look for our entry. I wouldn't mind a little 3-minute entry off some kind of like imbalance. You know? What we're looking for. Let's kind of sit on the higher time frame for a bit while this wicks around. Shall we? Again, if we do kind of like pop off the open, hourly imbalance right here. Sweep of a high here on ES. That's going to align with, you know, a move up and then see how we react off that. If we just keep running, and then we'll look for continuation longs back towards daily open, right? Because this is going to have a long wick. If we do, this is going to be a reversal day. It's going to have a long wick. So I don't really expect it to come all the way up here, right? Really just want to trade back towards the open and maybe new high day. But if we're going to look for shorts, then we have plenty of room to run lower, right? It's all about the wick size and the daily candle. But if we just sit here and chop around and don't get any kind of continuation entry, then we have expanded a bit overnight here in London. But the thing is, NQ hasn't. I mean, sorry, ES hasn't. So if we start breaking out in one way, I still think we could see some more downside on the NASDAQ. That's just me. That's what I'm thinking. But my camera's like too zoomed in. Zoom it out a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. Really just watching this imbalance, this POI here, and this high. We can mark it out so everyone knows. What's up, D Howie? D Howie is our only server booster in the Discord besides me. Shout out D Howie. I'm thinking about giving server boosters like some extra perks, like maybe some extra giveaway entries, things like that. So if you have Discord Nitro and you want to boost a server, feel free. You're poor. It's like $10. What's the server booster? It's just like when you pay for Discord Nitro, like the premium subscription or whatever, you get like some boosts you can give. I could easily just buy it all, but it'd be, you know, and then I'd be the only booster with all the boosts. But that's not fun. It'd be fun to have like a group of people boosting the server, or I could just drop like $300 or whatever it is and just max it out. That's not like fun, you know. All right, imbalance hit, high almost hit here on ES. Four hour. This thing's been chopping. I really need to see how this 4 hour closes around 10 if we kind of continue to chop. but this guy's got the Discord plug. He said you can buy bots to boost. 100 boots for like 25 bucks. True. I didn't know that. Feels like cheating though. Gold, you could probably close candle 3 here. Today and look for longs tomorrow. Towards these highs and equal highs. It's looking pretty decent. It took a minute for this weekly to reverse. You know, we hit 50% of the wick, dug down in this last imbalance of this leg before the low. And then it wants to react after sweeping this low out. So if we continue this kind of like failure swing trend, it might reverse here and go lower. Or we're just going to run and form a candle 3 closure. Run tomorrow. That's kind of what I'm thinking on gold. Hitting that imbalance. You're getting it. You might get a nice closure here on YM to get in sync to the downside. I'm in no rush to take a long though. We finally swept that high here on ES. If we close candle 2 here, we might get a nice 15-minute entry somewhere. So right now my bias, like I'm leaning bearish, but it kind of depends on, you know, how we react to this POI and this high. I'd love to short more so than long. Bro, this new screen is so sick. It's like just big enough. 32 inches. They said size doesn't matter, but they lied. The big ones hurt. Good thing she married you. I'm just playing. Sus. All right. Waiting on the world to change, huh? Ball waiting. So we're up here at this high. We're here at this POI. What's it gonna be? Kind of have this nice little like structure here. High, low, higher, high. If it breaks down below and closes below, you could form that breaker, right? So that's nice. There she goes. Rookie says there's no chance for bearish price action today. Okay. We'll see. As we've already expanded to the downside for the day. Do I ever use market maker models? I'm wondering if we are in sell side of the curve on the 1 hour. Yeah, I kind of touched on it earlier. If you look at the 7 hour, right? I kind of talked about, or sorry, 4 hour. It's about how we're kind of in this like choppy uptrend, right? Not very clear. But now you can kind of see this structure here where this is pretty much one-sided 4-hour price action to the downside. So what I'm now monitoring is, has it been completed, right? And are we going to reverse off these failure swings right here? Or taking them out and go higher? Or are we going to stay on the sell side of the curve and maybe even target these equal lows down here? Remember, this daily candle has no, this weekly candle has no wick right here. That's new week opening gap that has not been touched yet from last week. So you have last week and then this week. Last week, this week. So we could come down here and want to fill that in, you know? And we could get a pretty deep retracement back onto these down close candles right here. So let's see. I mean, NQ's looking weakest. Down she goes. Like I said, just kind of look into continuation. Like, look at phases of price. Reversal forms, we expand, retrace into that imbalance, expand, retrace into this imbalance, expand. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Close below. Got 2 minutes until this 15 closes. I wouldn't mind like a 1 minute little scalp. I mean, ES has equal lows here, some lows here, low a day here. Plenty of room to drop. Low a day here. Make a new low a day. Go stop at everyone who's been longing this. Again, same process. We marked out POIs we're interested in. We've hit those. Reversed off them, it looks like. So now just looking for continuation to the downside. It's that simple. Give me something juicy. Give me a juicy entry. I might just remove this off my screen. Because it ain't helping one bit. Are we just going to dump? Like without any slight pullback whatsoever? Wait for me. Kind of annoying because like I kind of wanted to enter right on the closure below that breaker that we called out, but oh well. It's on some weak shit, yeah. It's looking like, look at the hourly. It's looking like just more continuation lower. But then again, we hit a 200 EMA, and there's no shot we get bearish price action today. I don't trade using EMAs. Sorry. Carson over here speaking another language. He said, daily cycle sequential SMT with intermarket SMT on the higher time frame breakers. Don't even know what that means. Y'all just making shit up in the chat these days. That's French. Yeah, this dude's a walking encyclopedia. All right, give us a nice little pullback. I hope we don't just sit here and chop around. We could very well do that as well, since we've probably already expanded overnight, you know? Really just want to see continuation off this level, lower. We finally took out previous day high on YM here. Yeah, I'm the best with you, Rocky. Like I said, I'm really just looking, since you gotta remember, like, since we have expanded for the day overnight a little bit, I'm really just looking for a scalp in that direction. And if it wants to, you know, continue dumping, then we can just hold runners in that direction, right? That's all it is. That's all I'm looking for. I'd much rather scalp in the direction of the daily candles expansion, which is down, than scalp against it, you know? And if it's going to continue off the open, it's probably going to continue off this level, you know? This level here as well. Probably even this level will help us. Maybe reverse some back into the middle of the range here. That'll help us kind of roll over. But if we just sit here and chop around, like, I'm not interested in that either. Dang, there's no imbalance right here. We didn't hit this one. It's a pretty wide 1 minute stop. Might just have to wait till 10. Might just have to wait till 10. I mean, we kind of know where it wants to go down here. I just don't see any kind of entry that I like. Dude, why are you yelling at me? Asking if I'm looking for longs or shorts. Why are you yelling? If you got here on time at 9 o'clock where we start, you would know. We're looking for continuation shorts of this bearish structure. This is the price. Reversal Expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement. We're looking for that expansion, that continuation. Please don't be chopped for the rest of the day. Let's see, we got 10 a.m. coming in. 9 minutes, 8 minutes. Let's see how this 4-hour closes here. That might be kind of telling. We've swept up layer swings here. Inside this imbalance. If we do reverse back up, it's kind of just looking like your consolidation week. We kind of just close around the open, you know? Gold not doing much. Oil off that gap fill to the tick right here. Dude, an oil 15-minute doesn't look too bad. It's already down 3-4%, but I mean, it looks a little bit better than this right now. This thing is wicking around. Wicked. You swept. Did you sweep this high? 61.50. No, these are equal highs. We need someone to pull up the magnet and hold it to their monitor. Who's got a magnet laying around? Pull price out of this. Put it down here. Yeah, I'd hit that. It's kind of just looking like chop. These long wicks, deep retracements, like it's just looking like chop. I mean, it could come down here and tag low of the range. I mean, if you really wanted to. You have 5 minutes left, though, in this 15-minute candle, right? Not really characteristic of an expansion candle having this super long wick. Could maybe, if you close below here, which you did just now, do something like this. Right? Down to this low. Stop at the body high. But these equal highs get kind of sketchy. If we just kind of pump here on ES, it's going to push and queue up as well. So that's why you don't see me taking this trade. And I don't like the super long wick here. Same thing with this candle. Yeah, we closed candle 2 here. But you see, we put in this giant long wick to the upside. Almost took out the high that was protected. So it kind of just looks like chop. We can we're gonna see how 10 a.m. opens up. And we got 44 likes on the stream. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. It was looking promising off the open. Got that little pop into our POI to the upside. And got a nice little reversal off of it. But are we going to see continuation off that reversal? Or are we just going to chop around in the middle of this range here? The markets have been so out of sync with each other. It's been hilarious. Would I trust a 1 hour close below up close candles on NASDAQ? So here, 1 hour entry. Where's your stop going to be? Bodies or the high? I mean, when this is up and this is starting to move up, it's hard to trust, right? You are shorting weakness. But if we start pumping here, this continues just to run. I mean, it's hard to trust. Day 3 of no trade going to be crazy. Yeah, I don't make the rules, man. I just follow the system. I'm not seeing anything I like currently for a scalp. I'm also trying out this new scalping model though. Using OTE in 10 o'clock. Just wait. We'll see if it plays out today. It hasn't been forming the past. This is how I know that the price action is kind of buns. This like scalping like model I've been trying out. You just wait for 10 a.m. every day and mark out 10 a.m. open. It's pretty sick. You can get some high RR trades on it. I just haven't, and every day on stream I'm like looking for it, you know? I haven't been like vocalizing it, but I'm just kind of looking for it. And it's just playing off the 10 a.m. hourly candle, you know? The new 4 hour candle, new hourly candle is all it is. The POW model, that's pretty much it. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. That's pretty much it. You're kind of just using power 3 for the 10 a.m. And like the cool thing about it is you can combine it with our daily bias, our higher time frame candles. And you can pretty much just look for 10 a.m. to manipulate and run and then retrace back to the opening price. And then you just hop in OTE right when it hits like the 10 a.m. opening price. You can have pretty small stops. We'll show you if it forms today. I'll show you. If it's just going to chop though, probably won't get a trade. How's the lighting on my face? I had some of the blinds closed. Light was like... Uh-oh. Alert. Bearish candle 4. 15 minute. 10 a.m. Here's your bearish close off that high. You didn't get that hourly closure below here, like someone was asking about. How's it now? Yeah, I don't have light on this side. I have a window right here. I'm two-faced. Dark side, light side. Look at these 5-minute wicks. And we're making higher highs on ES and in YM. Obviously, this is the weakest one if you're looking to short. You didn't get... I mean, this looks like consolidation. So I'd want to see this high swept before moving lower. I wouldn't short this right here. I wouldn't short here, stop here, and go low, personally. I could sweep out consolidation low, go higher. I want to see this side of the range swept first. We could get a 15 or 5-minute setup on oil. If we come up into this gap and create a protected swing on, the new little wick here, and then roll. I'm just checking everything because I don't want to sit here and watch nonsense. I wouldn't mind a 5-minute short on oil. I don't even feel like watching the 1 minute here. Boring. Price action wasn't too bad last week. This low sus. The reverse here off this new high day. I mean, you have SMT. Oh, brother. Watch, if we come down here, hit this, reverse somewhere down here, and come back up into OTE around the 10 a.m. opening price. So like this, you might see the model form for continuation lower. A little scalp model. We'll watch. What about gold? Short? It's an outside day. Did sweep this high. Thursday high swept. It's just sketchy because you have this hourly imbalance. It could just, hit and go higher. We're in this hourly bullish structure, It's kind of like 50-50 because it could continue this like failure swing trend and just dump lower, reverse, or like I said, it could sweep this low out on the 4-hour, and now we're looking for higher prices to these equal highs. It's kind of just 50-50. I'd feel more comfortable longing gold off this imbalance than I would shorting it into that imbalance. Uh-oh, oil. Oh, there's NASDAQ taking that low out. Low day. Incoming. But it is NFP, non-farm payroll, tomorrow. New low day put in. Now watch. Are we going to come back up to OTE? Coming up. And you would take a trade entry, just limit. You do like a 20 something handle stop. Right? Limit. You want to see it continue lower. Let's watch it. Let's see if it plays out. You need to see it. You want to see it kind of reverse back into the range here. Top and bottom ticker. I've been messing around with it. I mean, this hourly candle. Speed bump off low day to retrace back to OTE to continue lower. This is like a completely different entry model than like trading the fractal model, but you can kind of pair it up. It's like a quick little scalp opportunity as you're watching the market, with our indicator and our fractal model. Night 8:30 and 10 a.m. Same price? Yeah. So like right here. And 10 a.m. is where? Right here. So you have some overlap there. It's a pretty high conviction like level to short at if you're trying to, get a nice RR. It also overlaps with what? Some up close candles. So a nice confluence. Like I said, let's watch. You want to see it come up to OTE off this low. 6.2 retracement level aligns with 10 a.m. So you would look for something like this. My stop would probably be like 30 handles. Just above the 79, right? There also is a tiny, tiny imbalance right here. So my stop would be above that. And you would look for like new low a day. You can hold for 4R, whatever you want to do. I'm not going to take it because I'm still back testing this. But we can watch and see if it plays out, right? Let's watch. Let's put the trade back on the screen. It's all about the key opens. You know you want to do it? Nah, I'm not confident in this. I need to see this thing play out more like in real time and take the mental trades first before I start risking like full size on it. As of right now, I mean, there's not much I like in the market. We are in a candle 3 on the 30 minutes. So if we do create all this imbalance here, protected high and close below, it's just kind of sketchy because you're shorting right at low a day. But if we're going to continue dumping, then there's no reason not to. Let's watch this 1 minute though. It's coming up to where you'd want to short. Stop about 30 handles. Right here. Or something like this. Watch. Let's see if it plays out or not. Basically, the 79 is like the deepest you want to see it retrace to. Otherwise, if it closes past that or runs past that, then it's probably just going to take the high, right? And you want to get out anyways. So let's see if it gets tagged in. Boom, you're tagged in. Anyone taking this trade? It's kind of a sketchy trade because you're trading off key liquidity low a day, right? Hit that imbalance. Oh, edge maxing? Yeah, it's a mental trade for me. Hit that little imbalance. The thing about these trades though, like look at the RR. Like this is a 4R trade ish, down back to that low, 3.5, 4R. So like you can take a lot of these L's having a small stop like this. All you need is one winner to make back all your money, right? So that's the thing. You might have a low win rate trading small stop like this, but you just need one winner to make it all back, right? So that one didn't play out right there. At least not where I had my stop. Let's watch. To tap it again and run higher. This right here could have been the manipulation lower into the key liquidity, right? Then we run higher. You can tap it again to run higher. So let's see. You can get it going the other way. Or my stop was just too tight. It plays out. Didn't get a tap into this imbalance yet. This is starting to kind of roll a bit. Are we just chopping today or what? I mean, you have S&T here and here, right? Here and here. Back higher into the range. Back into the chop. Do we go? What about these lows? S&T. We can align to the upside. I'm gonna remove some of these levels off. This looks like what? Expansion met with expansion, which is what? A reversal. We're in a 1 minute, right? Candle 3 now. Personally, I'm not going to put my stop here and enter it right now. I'm going to wait for it to form this wick. Okay, want to sweep that. Or just run and put in a new predicted swing that I can get long off of. But it's kind of looking like a reversal off that low at the bare minimum. Bullish now. We're switching bias every 10 minutes. You didn't get that high formed. Gold. Back in that. All right, so that's that one imbalance I talked about on the hourly. Hit. Like I said, I wouldn't want to short into that. I want a long off of it. For continuation higher. All right. Which phases of price? Expansion, retracement, expansion. You might be able to get a nice 3-minute setup here if it closes above here. Look at the rest of these. Silver's hitting that imbalance across the board. So are these. Everything's in sync. Percent hasn't said a word yet. Speech maxing. Oh my goodness, bro. Are we gonna flip flop? He's talking. I'm not too worried what he's gonna say. He's gonna say buy in Q. Go long in Q. Well, we do, talking about regular trading hours gaps in the chat, we do, I mean, we've kind of filled it in here on ES. We have not done much. Usually I like to see it fill at least halfway in, which would be this red line where we opened. You can see ES has done that here, right? 50%. So, dude, this glass mouse pad is making my mouse like seem fast as hell. Woo! Let's put a new protected low in so I can go long on the 1 minute. See this current 4-hour candle close? I don't trade PM sessions, so I don't really, yeah, I care about what this 4-hour candle does. I'm trying to trade the expansion of it, you know? But I'm not, by the time it closes, it's going to be 2 PM for me, and I don't trade afternoons. So, you have SMT at these 4-hour lows, though, here and here. Kind of just like slow grind down. Up some lows. We're due for a little pullback, you know. We went kind of straight up here, but we're starting to see some pullbacks. The daily. Which are kind of nice. Gives us some structure rather than just straight up. All right, there's a 5-minute imbalance here we're hitting into on NQ. We swept out a 1-minute low here. So we could potentially get a 1-minute long off here for a little razzle dazzle. Capiche? Gotta be quick. 40-something handle stop. That's not too bad. Don't want to see this 15-minute just close another candle too and just go lower, right? We want to see it close above here. In a 5-minute imbalance. Come to Papa. I'll put my stop at the body. We'll go for like a 2R. Come on, Bessie. Just swept out low a day. Right here. Or over here, actually. Nice little V-shaped recovery off that. Candle 2 closure off that low. Can we get a 3-minute continuation just to sweep out this out of the range? Look at that. No issues with the market order. Actually, it is, bro. Look at this. It's free. It's TradingView. It's not my PC. Y'all see that? It's TradingView, dude. Remember how it was freezing and shit? Like, watch. Let me do that again. Performance. Watch the performance, right? 26%, 11, 10%. If I go to try market order. Everything's still the same. It's just TradingView locking up. Isn't that wild? We might have to switch platforms, dude. It's only my TradingView. Come on, I want to see it close above this candle. That's wild, though. They don't want me to market order. I don't want to limit. I just want to get in with the market. I'll try it. Hopefully it doesn't freeze. They don't want to see you win. Everything's kind of in sync right now. All right, I'm in. I'm in. Get rid of these. Stop at 26. TPV up here. Finally. I want to see a 2R, so like right here. Give us that continuation on this 15-minute here. Here. We'll cut on the money for you guys and the execution so you can see. We'll go break even at this high. But since I got a fill up here, my RR, my 2R is going to be up here, right? First trade on the new PC. Let's see. We had that protected low form right here on the 15-minute wick. So we want to see it expand. So far, so good. We could also maybe go break even at 50%, halfway to our target at this high, if it does want to hit and roll. I also need to monitor where we're at in the grand scheme of things with these guys. So this is looking like a pretty decent setup. I know we're trading against the daily candle closure, right? But the high time frames are bullish. We had a nice reversal off this low. We've expanded for the day. We could retrace back into some of that regular trading hours gap. It still looks pretty clean, minus the daily candles closure, right? Nice little down close candle on the 3-minute there. Tapped into an hourly imbalance. Sorry, 5-minute balance here as well. And this is kind of like a protected low on a 5-minute too, off this closure above down close candle. So we want to monitor this high. See how we react when we hit that. Shop City on this NASDAQ. I guess we could have taken ES. Kind of just comes down to personal preference. Little 1 minute imbalance right here around our entry. Obviously want to see that hold and just push it higher. If you don't see what I'm talking about, it's right here that we just hit. Nice reaction off of it. Up like 2,500. Now everything's kind of in sync, you know? I mean, maybe not this anymore. We're kind of consolidating, but let's watch. I'm gonna go break even or at least reduce some risk here if once we hit this high. I want to see what kind of candles we put in around there. In fact, by now, you don't even want to see it come back to the opening price here on the 15 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and reduce some risk. About 60% risk on still. Because you don't want to see this candle close candle 2. We have a minute left in it. You don't want to see this candle spike down, right? And close candle 2 off this high. So you want to see it continue to expand. If this is going to be your candle 3 continuation. And then we're looking for candle 4 to open up, create a little wick, and then move higher, right? And close. I'm not going to put it this low yet because it could sweep that. Then go higher. I like where it's at. It's also like 50% of this order block as well. So we're chilling. Do I do partials? Yeah, 2R. Strength being transferred. You could say that. If we sell off here and we pop. It's NASDAQ's turn, baby. Watch, you'll see the T-spot form in the next 1 minute candle. Boom. Candle 4. T-spot. My stop's below 50% of that as well, of the previous candle, so that's good. First trade on the new PC. What's it going to be? Tricky conditions, but swept out this low here on ES. Haven't swept it out yet on NQ. Let's zoom out a bit. 3 minute imbalance being tapped into. There's a 5 minute tiny imbalance right here. Could want to sweep into. So don't want to trail too tight yet. Especially in this kind of choppy-ish action. Let's watch. 15 minute just opened up. New 30 minute just opened up as well. Let's watch. We already reduced some risk, so it won't even be a full R loss if it does come back on us. Here's that 5 minute imbalance being tapped into. A low being swept at the same time. So you want to see it reverse here. You don't want to see it start to close below 50% of this 15 minute candle. Otherwise, it's probably just going to come for our stop. So you want to see it reverse off this low. And then we can look to trade basically our stop to break even if it closes above here. I'll feel a lot better about trailing break even if it does that. Nice reaction so far off that 5 minute imbalance. Pump it up, pump it up. Yeah, we're just looking for a new phase of price, right? retracement, expansion. You have expansion met with expansion. That's a reversal, retracement, expansion, retracement. Looking for another leg of expansion on this 15-minute candle. That's going to be key if this is going to play out. Could want to tap this, but prefer it just to turn and burn. Let's see, huh? I'm in this bitch. Magnet to Vala. Let's see. Let's see how this 5-minute closes off that imbalance. Preferably it closes back inside, above it. Just immediate rebalance this 15-minute range on ES. I don't expect it to immediate rebalance here on NQ if it's going to be strong. So, let's see. So far, it's playing out pretty decent. Small wick on the 15-minute still. Seeing a pump off that 5-minute imbalance. Didn't even want to tap the opening price here. So, once we get around here, I'll probably just trail stop to break even. Basically around this protected low. Once we close above here. We are so back. It's crazy what a couple 1-minute candles can do to your psyche, huh? But this is a pretty I wouldn't say this trade is A+. I'd say it's like a B+, or just an A. A- maybe. But yeah, I look, he hit the 1 minute. I mean, you got to take what you can get in this market in a day like this. Yeah, it looks good across all time frames. I mean, there's some nice 5-minute structure still being hit. Bullish imbalances being respected. Nice closure there on the 5-minute. Some SMT. I mean, you kind of see the strength has switched now to NQ, so that's helping us out. I just don't want it to kind of teeter-tatter up here at this like rejection looking block here. We've kind of hit it right there. It's kind of annoying. Let's see. Steak dinner or McDonald's? Oh, it might be McDonald's. And this low needs to be swept and immediately come back up. Otherwise, you might take a partial loss. Teasing us, man, with these highs right here. They're teasing us. They're trying to engineer, or are they going to reverse it? See what I mean, though? Like, these wicks just kind of randomly appear, and then you're like, what? Like, the tick rate on TradingView is not that good. We finally hit this down close candles here. It needs to turn and burn if this is going to play out. It's not really looking like expansion to the downside. It's kind of just like a retracement, choppy retracement. So that's why I keep saying, like, just watch these lows be swept. Engineer some liquidity at the highs before it runs it out. After this 1 minute candle, you got to break even. See, I'm still looking at the 5-minute. Just trying to manage it more on that than I am the 1 minute, you know? And the plan was to pretty much go break even at this high. So that's why I haven't gone break even yet. I'm just giving it a little bit more room because we're in a, you know, kind of a choppy-ish day. And we've already reduced some risk off the table. So, you know, it's not a full loss if it does come down. Digging into this 3-minute down close candle. Just hanging out around break even. Still respecting the T-spot. If I had all my drawings, look, respecting the 50% of this previous candle. Haven't closed below it yet. Best case scenario for us right now, we close above here. And this low can maybe, you know, act as a protected low once we close above. So that's our next best like move we can get on this next 1 minute candle. Little fair swings up here. Here, and here. Let's go. Let me smack in Q into get it going, huh? It's like you're riding a horse. I just don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know how much juice we have. Once we hit this high, do we have enough juice to get up to my 2R? You know? If we hit that high. Nothing is guaranteed, right? I don't like how it keeps wicking these opening prices. Like it wicked it here. It wicked it here. It might want to take the low. That's going to get real close to our stop. So I'm not really liking that. I think if we can kind of turn here off this imbalance on YM, then we might see it turn here across the board. But this 15-minute candle has 5 minutes left in it, and it hasn't really done much. But we are in a 30-minute, 3-minute. We're in a 30-minute candle too. So we do have like that on our side for upside. If you're talking about time. This thing would need to close above like right now for me to like count this as protected. Yeah, see, it's looking like some BS. We get a turn here? Is that going to help us? Let's go. Failure swings all across the board right here. There we go. You could have entered, you know, here, around here, here to hop in with me. Stop at this low. Plenty of stop flipping time frames so much. Sorry, I'm managing my position. You do you. I don't care about the viewer experience when I have money on the line. I'm checking these. You got to be nimble in this market. I'm checking these time frames to see how they're looking. Usually I would do that on my separate monitor so it wouldn't affect your viewing experience. But I don't have my second monitor set up yet. Sorry. Stop hating, man. I'm just trying to make a living. Trade in the market. This ain't Netflix. Exactly. You don't pay my bills. I wouldn't say it's hating. It's just kind of like trying to backseat stream, control my like I'm in the trade right now. I'm trying to manage my position. So I apologize if the viewing experience is not up to your standards. I'm risking basically $3 grand of my own hard-earned dollars This ain't no sim. This is what? This is AMP live. Live capital. So did I get the ultra wide? No, I'm on a 32-inch. 32-inch 4K OLED. 30-minute imbalance being hit on YM. We respected this 3-minute one, which is nice. This trade's just taking its time. I mean, we've held this 5-minute imbalance. We've closed above it multiple times. What chair do I have? It's a... Oh, what's the company? Herman Miller. I think I got it for like $5,000. Or 2,500, somewhere around there. Come on, bro. Don't sweep consolidation low. That might get us out. Where's the follow through? Not looking like YM wants to reverse yet. I mean, it did close above these down close candles, but see how this just looks like chop now? It could sweep consolidation low and go higher, but that's going to get close to our stop, you know? Funny how once we hop in, we get a new phase of price, right? Even on a 1 minute, dude. I mean, it swept this low here. If it sweeps external, it needs to pretty much turn immediately for this trade to work out. Maybe this will help. Get out of here. Go back up. Do as you're told. All right, there's a 15-minute imbalance right here. They might want to tap that. But if it does, like our stop is right below it. It needs to basically just slightly tap it. Like here's your imbalance. Right here. Or just not even tap it at all. Just go up. Man, NFP week sucks. All right, well, gold died. But yeah, like we've pretty much reduced some risk, just kind of waiting for the trade to play out. Is it going to play out or not? You know? We got a new phase of price off this reversal, retracement. We entered off the retracement, looking for a continuation. We just got a new phase of price right below this high. So I'm thinking if it is going to pop, it makes sense, right? Failure swings all right here. Engineered liquidity above this high. We'll at least get to go break even, I think, if we pop here. Once we hit this high. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yeah. If we get 100 likes on the stream, we might get a TP. That's what I heard. All right, strength switch again. Dump, pop. Let's go. She's playing with us, dude. She's just chopping around my entry. Gotta be patient. How do I trade NFP? I treat every day the same, dude. If there's news in the morning that's like super high impact, like CPI, NFP, FOMC, whatever, I just wait till after to push the button. Same day, same thing every day. Unless it's like a bank holiday, you know, then I'm just not gonna trade that day. Yeah, regular time, 9 a.m. All right, let's push. What a barcode on the 3-minute. I mean, best case scenario, like 5-minute closes above here. But little 1-minute bounce we're tapping right now. Want to see that hold and just move higher. Otherwise, we might go lower. Remember, we have this little 15-minute imbalance right here. Could want to tap into that. That's why I haven't really jammed my stop. Also sweep this low out. Consolidation low. Yeah, selling off here. Did it sweep the low? It did sweep the low. Could maybe get SMT there, but it's looking like we might have a sell-off here. It's gonna be close. Hold the line. Remember our stop's like down here, just below. It's edging us super hard. SMT at this low right here. SMT at these 15-minute lows currently. Is that what we need? Is that the key to go higher? We're gonna be saved by some SMT. Come on, Bessie. Get your ass up there. I thought this thing might just spike. It's acting crazy. What's the volume like? We've done 60% today. Where's the volume? Get your ass back up there. It's kind of funny. We're like, just in this chop, it's like a couple $1,000 swings. Yeah, SMT at this low right here with ES. Is that the key to go higher? See? Here and here. Can we send it? I don't know how much more engineering liquidity we need. We've been patient. We got in at 10:24. It's been about 27 minutes. I was expecting this trade to kind of play out a little bit quicker, but you got to be able to adapt. Adapt or die. And it's almost 11. We got 10 minutes until 11. Which is kind of sketch, right? Look, we got this is showing our last trade we took, our win from last week, Thursday. Over here. So, we haven't taken a trade since last Thursday. It's been a week. This is our first trade on the new computer. I wouldn't say it's my highest probability, you know, AAA triple star plus trade, but it looked decent enough for me to push the button at the time off this reversal structure, and then we just chopped. So I wish I could control the market. I would make it go up, but it's not up to me. Now we kind of got some equal lows here. I don't like how we didn't close above here. Look, we keep wicking these opening prices, dude. Wick. Wick. I mean, we wicked it here. Like, we just keep wicking these, and it's a little, you could call a little rejection block, kind of lower, move lower, but we need to close above some of these down close candles, right? I mean, Q took these lows. We might come down here. This thing's starting to kind of want to run higher. I don't know. Just gonna watch it. Nothing else you can really do. It's literally just chopping around my entry. Just hanging out on top of this order block. I'll be surprised if we don't at least come down here before we move higher. Who knows? We got like 5 minutes until 11 o'clock. And the fact we haven't really moved. I mean, you could have a CISD right here on the hourly. Come on, let's go. 5th time's the charm. Let's go. Are we going to wick the opening price again? Get your ass up there, boy. I like how he's hopping and immediately starts chopping. But hey, phases of price, right? At a consolidation, what do you get? Expansion. Someone put the magnet up here. We've been hovering around break even / drawdown / up to a couple grand. Like, are we going to get my $10,000 TP? We're about to have an inside bar on the 15-minute. 2 inside bars. Unless we pump here. Did we close above there? Oh, closed above. Going for some highs? Let's watch consolidation high. Get your ass up there. Up 3 grand. There we go. We just had to be patient. YM. Popping. Let's see. How are we going to react to these highs up here? I see price being lazy. Why not take profit earlier? Because it's going to ruin the probabilities. 2R minimum for me before I take anything off. Put the Jewish flag up there. A little retest of this down close candle. See? Right here. Gimme! We're about to get a new hourly candle in the next 2 minutes. Watch these highs. I'm real scared that we're just going to hit this high and roll. So I'm going to go break even once that happens. Could even reduce some risk right now if you wanted. Like to this consolidation low probably. I actually might go ahead and do that. Alright, reduce some risk. Only risking like $2,000 now. I don't really want to go break even right when we hit this high. Because think about the hourly. You know, my stop is below these 5-minute down close candles now. So let's see how we close. We just hit the consolidation, you know, high here. Let's see how we react there. How we close on the 5-minute. We want to see a 5-minute closure above here. Okay. So we want a 5-minute closure, or we want this 1-minute candle, or the next 1-minute candle to close above here. Blue lines everywhere. Let's get a 1-minute closure outside of this. What's the spread right now? A handle or so. All right, I'm pretty much. We're halfway to my target. I'm just gonna go break even. This hourly candle print. I mean, you don't want to see. We're about to close above this SMT at these lows. We're about to close above this 15-minute candle's opening price. My stop's below 50% of these, you know, 5-minute down close candles. So I'm feeling comfortable with break even right now. I mean, we're close enough. We're halfway to my target. That's usually where I go break even. All right. Nice 15-minute closure there. Nice 5-minute closure there. It's risk-free. Come on, baby. TP. Fill in the gap. Fill in the gap. FOMO in. There's really nowhere for me to trail in 1 minute unless I want to trail below these lows, which kind of feels dumb after we sweep this high. So it might want to put in a new protected low before moving higher, and then I can trail it there. We just took out this high. Let's go peek at the other indices. Same thing. Here, we have yet to take it out on YM. That might help us out with a nice little pump. 2R, 10 grand. Come on. Welcome back to the stream, guys. We're up about $7,000. We're in an intense situation right now. We had to sit through all this bullshit to get a new phase of price. We are patient. It played off. Now it's just a matter of, are we going to get our 2R or not? It would be a real shame if we came all the way back down here, wouldn't it? Nice retest of that high. Let's jump right back into the action, huh? So far, the first trade in the new PC is not looking too bad. Nice 15-minute closure there. If we go look across the board here real quick. Nice candle 2 closure on an ES. This would be a candle 2 closure. We're in a candle 3 now. You know, there's not really a POI here, but For our purposes, watch this little 1 minute balance right here. It can be put at a new protected low. Delete this stuff. Get a little strength switch. Let's pump. Let's go fill in that gap. Gap time. Look, where's the gap? Up here, man. What's 50%? Right here. We could get a 50% of the gap. Hit TP on the way. Tricky day, but we got a little scalp. We will hit our 2R. Uh-oh. He has spoken. PC paid for. And we paid for it on Thursday. This is just icing on the cake. $10,000 smackaroos if we get TP. And then I'm about to go sit by the pool or something because this trade is taking years off my life. Actually, I'll probably mount my other monitor. All right, we just hit this little 1 minute imbalance that kind of overlaps with the previous high that we swept. Just took out some liquidity. Makes sense to kind of just chill out for a second. Could get a new phase of price, right? Hopefully it's a retracement and not a reversal. This would be an edge. The spread means? Spread is just the difference between the ask in the market and the bid. So like, if I market order in right now and I hit the ask, it's gonna, let's say the price is like 370. If I hit the ask and I'm basically buy at the asking price, it's gonna fill me at whatever that price is plus the spread. So like, it's like a handle. It's not that big of a deal. But sometimes when the market's really volatile, the spread will open up. And you got to remember, like this stop is a market order. So it's going to execute a market order and just get me out at whatever the current asking price is. Look at the 5 minute. Yeah, nice little 5 minute. I think we're chilling, man. We got a little swing high up here we could target. There's an imbalance up here on the 15 minute to target above our TP. We're right at a 30 minute imbalance to target. There's a down close candle here around our take profit. So look at that 1 minute imbalance, man. It held. Looking good. I might trail to this low once we close above here. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. What's that low? 36? And that low is also this 15 minute candle small wick. So let's trail to there once we close. Boom, I'm trailed. Locked in basically 4,500 on the trade. Never doubt. Always stay patient. You never know whether you're going to get a new phase of price once you enter, or if it's just going to retrace real quick and go higher. You just got to follow your plan, right? But if this candle is going to be an expansion candle and expand with these small wicks, I wouldn't want to see a retrace back to the opening price either. Right here. Put in a new protected. I could have added here, honestly, and brought my average up around here. But let's see. Are we going to get our 10 grand? Let's go check on the idiots over here. ES and NQ. I mean ES and YM. All in all, not a bad trade. It was a little tricky. Had to sit through this. We had to be really patient and kind of sit through all this mess. But then we saw a clear, expansion met with expansion, reversal. We kind of like just watched that little 10 a.m. scalp model that I kind of have been messing around with not play out. And it kind of got me thinking, maybe 10 a.m. right here manipulated this low. And now we're seeing this 4-hour candle expand higher. And that's kind of what we're seeing now, right? This 4-hour candle just expand into the regular trading hours gap. Come on, man. We're so close. Gimme, gimme. Pump it up. Oh my God, it's edging me. Nah, we're so close. It's got to hit, right? Boom. 5 contracts out. 2R hit. That's how we do it. Screenshot, screenshot. That is 10 grand on the day. Yeah. 50% of the gap right here. I'd probably look to take some more off here if you're holding partials. W. That's 10 grand. First trade in the week. First trade on the new PC is a winner. I guess we're keeping the PC. I guess we're keeping it. And look, it pays to be patient. And we just trailed, locked in some profit. Once we formed a new protected swing, there was no reason to get aggressive with the stop until we took out this high. Reduced a little risk along the way. But if you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. Just hit a 2R on stream. Nice little 2R. I could hold runners, but, just going to take 2R and bounce. It's already 11 o'clock. But here's what we're going to do. Let me see. Let me double check here. What am I? Account summary. Yeah. Check this out. Woo. Bang. 10 grand and $10. How about that? How's it going, guys? Zach here again with the recap of the trade. So we saw a 15-minute candle 2 closure, expansion with expansion. That's a reversal. New phase of price. And we get a retracement. New protected swing forms off this low being swept. Enter above, right? Once it closes above, we buy in 5. We're waiting. We get a new phase of price. Unfortunately, we had to sit through this chop. And out of that, there's SMT at the lows. And we get expansion out of that. That simple. How long have you been trading? Do you trade with funding or own capital? This is my own money. So this is 10 grand that I can literally pull out of my account right now and go spend. But not a bad trade. She got some juice in her. Swept out low a day. And that's that. Well, I'll do a recap on a separate YouTube video and upload that sometime this afternoon. We're hitting 50% of that regular trading hours gap. But let's do a giveaway. We're going to give away one of these indicators right here. Real quick, though. I do want to take a screenshot and flex on social media. I do want to flex. Let's do this a little smaller. Just to advertise the stream, get more people in here. Trying to help as many people as I can. Let's screenshot that. Yeah. All right. We're going to say, we'll do a giveaway here in a second. Hit monthly salary in 30 minutes. Wait, what do I usually say? I said, my armpits. What is my God? What are we doing? Yeah. What we make? 10,000 plus 10 0 10 day trading. Dude, I gotta get used to this new keyboard. Live on YouTube. Thank you. Let's tag T. And 2 degrees since they made the indicator, huh? Let's get it. Go run that up. Not too shabby, huh? Little TTFM. If you took that same trade on stream with me, send a screenshot, comment on there. Let's do the giveaway. Giveaways, keyword. What's the keyword? It's gonna be I was gonna do win. Keyword is win. WIN. Yeah. Win, 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 win. W's in the chat. I'm getting texts. Hey, you going to the day club? Nah, man, I just made 10 grand. We can go now, though. I forgot to end this poll. We'll end it here in the next couple minutes. But like I said, I'm going to do a recap of this trade. Separate video, probably like 8 to 10 minutes long on YouTube. Yeah, but sitting through this, I mean, we sat through like 15 minutes, 30 minutes of chop almost. Like when we got in, it started chopping like right on here. Yeah, like 30 minutes of chop. So just think about what phase of price am I in? What phase of price am I trying to capture? Right. Ask yourself the 3 big W's. Where has price been? What is price currently doing now? And then where is it likely to go? That's all you need. It's easy to get sucked in on these 1 minute time frames and see this and start to panic, right? That's why I kept switching back. Someone's like, why are you switching time frames? Stop switching time frames all the time. Because I'm trying to frame my stop and see if we're respecting certain PD rays on these higher time frames like the 5 minute and the 3 minute and the 15 minute. That's why you see me kind of switching back and forth. Yeah, it might look annoying to you, but I'm sitting here trying to manage this position and give myself some peace of mind. Like, hey, yeah, we're in a new phase of price, but we're holding a 5 minute imbalance, or we're hitting a 5 minute imbalance, sweeping out some 5 minute lows. The 5 minute structure is still there, you know? So it just keeps me in the trade. Keeps me from making any dumb mistakes. It might not be the funnest thing to watch. Might give you a headache, but that right there is kind of how I manage it and kind of sit through a trade that didn't really go my way immediately. All right, let's end it in 30 seconds. When this candle closes, we're going to end it. Like I said, I don't come on here to really entertain. It's really just to document what I do every day. And of course, like, I want to make it a pleasurable experience for you guys to watch. But at the end of the day, like, this is how I pay my bills. Like, is it an account giveaway? No, it's a giveaway for this indicator. Account giveaways we do in the Discord. We got 50 people in here. All right, let's run it. Worder out of chaos. You are the winner. Send me a screenshot of you logged into this account on Discord. And you, sir, will get the code for 100% off for a month. This indicator. DM me on Discord. For some reason, you're not in the Discord. You need to join that. There's a link in the description, a link in the chat pinned. It's free. Join there. Just DM me. And for some reason, you don't have Discord, you can just DM me on Instagram or X, but let me know. Once again, my name is Zach Smith. If you're new here, welcome. We go live every day, 9 a.m. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, join the Discord. If you want to hang out with me outside of these things, we just did a private live stream yesterday evening around like 3 o'clock, just answering your questions for an hour. So there's only like 20 something people in there. So it's pretty much one-on-one. You get, your questions answered. It's a small community. It's not like I have thousands of people, just like a couple hundred people in the Discord. So we do giveaways, educational stuff. I put out trade ideas, stuff like that. So, yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Peace out.